Hey, Nite here. In the last episode, we were visited by a vision of the Prophet telling us to meet him in a cave to discuss our next steps in dealing with Moloch Ball. Also, we made our way through the streets of Daggerfall where we met a dog named Giblets that was intent on us following him. So naturally we did, because why wouldn't you? He led us to a dead body with a note that mentioned 3 merchants. Amid this, a blood-thorn assassin tried to end us. We easily dealt with him, and we're now thrust into investigating this mysterious murder. It probably can't be good since the Bloodthorn cult is involved, but we'll see. Finally, a woman named Phelan gave us a room in the Rosy Lion Inn. We didn't have much to furnish it with, but we did try to make it our own, as best we could. Alright. Like I said, we got our own little place now, which is super exciting, and I can't wait to find more stuff to decorate it with. It didn't seem like I could decorate it with the statue or the wanted poster that I got in the previous episode, but that's okay. I think I can still do Jubilee. Yeah, so let's get some more tickets. Let's eat that cake. Okay. So, let's talk to Swineherd Wickton.
Thieves! Daggerfall is full of them. They steal anything that's not nailed down. They even stole my livestock.
You were robbed?
This was no simple robbery. It was grand larceny, and I know who did it. The Font stole my glutton. He's been itching to put my prized pig on his menu, serve him up in a stew at his wretched inn. Glutton's missing, and I just know LaFont took him.
Have you reported this to the Watch?
They said to take it up with the magistrate, but that takes too long. Poor Glutton doesn't have that much time. I need someone to rescue him before he becomes a ham sandwich.
I can find your pig. Alright, Swine Thief. We met LaFont at the Rosy Inn. Or the Rosy Lion Inn. Sorry. Glutton, the prized pig that belongs to the Daggerfall swineherd Wickerton, is missing. He suspects pig thieves, or at least one particular pig thief. The swineherd believes that Gregor LaFont, the innkeeper, stole his pig and intends to serve it for dinner at the Rosy Lion Inn. I should ask LaFont about this. Alright, back to the inn, back to our home. I can't tell you how happy I am about our little place.
Welcome to the Rosy Lion, friend. Have a seat, and I'll pour you a mug of something strong.
Swineherd Wickerton said you might be able to help me.
Did he say I stole his damn hog again? I didn't. Not this time, not last time, not ever. Do you see a pig on a spit in here? Most likely Glutton broke out and started rooting in the alleys again.
Does Glutton get into the alleys often?
Every time the pig escapes, Wickton accuses me of thievery. Every time! Ugh, what a nuisance. Look, check the alleys in the northeast section of the city. The sooner that pig's found, the sooner Wickton will shut up and leave me in peace.
Alright, I'll go take a look.
Go on. I'm sure you'll find that hog of a pig rooting around in the northeast alleys.
Alright. He just wants his pig back, man.
Buy me another bucketful.
The innkeeper LaFont claims he's innocent. He said the pig has escaped before and it always heads into the northeast alleys to root around for something to eat. I should see if Glutton's over there.
Spare a coin for the needy.
Our way over there. We already had that. I think you get certain way shrines you get automatically when you enter an area. You don't have to visit them. I could be wrong about that. And there's Glutton right there. The pig devours a huge chunk of strange, thorny vine. What have you gotten into now, pig? The pig squints up at you before returning to its feast. It devours the tender roots with surprising gusto. I see how you got your name.
What are you doing near that vine? Well, you won't live to reveal our secret.
Alright, we got another Bloodthorn assassin trying to end us. They're just all over Daggerfall. So what is this? A Bloodthorn cultist attacked me and chased Glutton away. The cultists seemed angry that I was near this strange vine. I should check with Swineherd Wickerton and make sure that Glutton returned to his pen. So we got the Bloodthorn involved in that mysterious murder where we followed the Giblets, the dog, and now we follow a pig, and it leads us to another Bloodthorn assassin. This is... oh man, this is pretty interesting. And there's Glutton. Hey, buddy.
You found him! You found my wonderful little Glutton!
Your pig was in an alley chewing on a strange vine.
I bet Lafont was hiding him there, until he could turn poor Glutton into ribs and chops. But now I've got my prized pig back.
I don't think Lafont had anything to do with it. And I've seen the vines, I've seen vines like that before.
Lafont's guilty of something, I'm sure of it. But what do I care about strange vines? Talk to Jagesh over by the Mages Guild if you're so interested. He knows his plans. Sold me some herbs one time when Glutton ate something that upset his tummy.
I'll ask Zagish about the vines. Glutton? The pig pauses, eating long enough to look up at you with tender affection before going back to its meal. Aw. Can we get Glutton as a pet? That would be fun. What a Pig Needs. By swineherd Francois Wickerton. Being a swineherd is much harder than you think. Being a good swineherd is even harder. There are many things that a pig needs, and it's the duty of the swineherd to see them all. A pig needs mud to wallow in, dry hay to sleep in, and clean water to drink and bathe in. A pig needs slop to eat. Slop can consist of almost any food scraps, but a pig prefers corn cobs, fruit, vegetables, mushrooms, and wheat. But most of all, a pig needs love. Love your pigs, and they will serve you well. I'm glad that he's enjoying what he does. Good for you. Alright, now we gotta find the Mages Guild, and this will be our first encounter with that. So where is the Mages Guild? That's the Fighters Guild. There's the Mages Guild. Alright, I might as well go this way just to see the stable master.
My horses are beauties. Look how they hold their heads up high. I treat my horses well, whether they belong to me or if they just happen to rent a stall in my stables.
Alright, I don't think that's anything new. Let's upgrade speed. Perfect. I should have checked to see how much that costs, to see if it gets expansion, like it gets higher every time you use it.
Don't start.
I know I'm leaving the city walls right now. I just want to head to the event merchant real quick. The impresario. We got some more tickets, and I want to use them before this event ends.
Smell the sugar in the air, the honey, the bananas. Oof.
You don't like bananas? Alright, how many? We got 5 tickets. So we can get some more cake slices. So let's do that. Jubilee Cake Slice 2016 to 2018. 2019. 2020. 21. And 22. Perfect. And I guess there's achievements unlocked with that. So 2016, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I should probably put them
What do you want?
in our room so they're not in our inventory. I should have thought about that before I bought them. Is this the Mages Guild right here? Yes, the Mages Guild. Like I said, this is our first time encountering them. This should be interesting.
But form the lattice clockwise. Oh, no, that would cause an enormous explosion.
There are many people in here to talk to. Wow. All right. So, let's talk to Alahir first.
Spellcaster, I've got what you need.
All right. Nemark?
Welcome to the Mages Guild. Is there something I can help you with?
I'd like to know more about the guild.
Ah, good. We're always on the lookout for new members. We're lore keepers across the face of Tamriel. Guild members seek out books, tomes, and ancient scrolls in their travels. Perhaps you'd like to join.
Let's talk about the Mages Guild.
Always a pleasure to speak with another knowledge seeker. Guildmaster Vanus will be pleased.
What can you tell me about the Mages Guild? We've said a variation of this for 3 times in a row now.
We're book hunters, of a sort. We seek out new information, capture it in our libraries, and make copies for distribution across Tamriel. The Guild doesn't care about battlefields or boundaries, just knowledge and the acquisition of new tomes.
What do I get in return?
We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members. And from time to time, projects crop up for those with an adventuresome spirit. You may end up working with the Guildmaster himself.
You mentioned the Guildmaster?
Vanus Galarian, one of the founding members of this august body, still holds the proud title of Guildmaster, overseeing every guild hall in Tamriel. He works with other ranking members such as Tellinger the Artificer to ensure our future success.
You're not affiliated with the Daggerfall Covenant?
We're neutral in the war between the 3 alliances. While many of us in Daggerfall follow the Lion Banner, when we're on guild business, we kneel to no king or queen. That's why you'll see members of every race in our halls.
Interesting. I'm ready to join the Mages Guild. Are we?
Excellent! Allow me to welcome you as a student of the guild. I suggest you begin by talking to Velast, our mistress of Incunabula. She's at the back of the hall and often has tasks for new recruits. Good luck.
Thank you. So we joined the Mages Guild just like that, and we unlocked a new skill line. Student of the Mages Guild. House Ravenwatch Contract. To any able and willing adventurers, House Ravenwatch House Ravenwatch seeks brave adventurers to investigate a possible threat invading our lands. We need assistance to look into the resurgence of the Grey Host. If you want to combat this threat or simply earn a handsome reward, find Gwendis, agent of the Ravenwatch, outside Volkilgard, Davin's Watch, or Daggerfall. Alright. Oh, that's a prologue quest. So, that's probably going to be a while before we do that. And I think a prologue quest meaning for one of the expansions. Again, I could be wrong.
The book I need used to be on this shelf, but now it's gone. Varul probably placed it on one of the higher shelves again, just to annoy me.
I'm sure he did. Can we read from this bookshelf? We can. The legendary Sancri Tor. Okay. There's another bookshelf. Again, the legendary Sancrator.
Quality and variety. Come see it for yourself.
Prices have never been better.
The Hanging Gardens of Waston Corridale. Exiled from Exile, Volume 7. The Onus of Agma.
If you came for crafting certification, I can assist you.
Mythical Beast, Real Powers. Again, we've gotten that multiple times. Smithing, a worthy endeavor. And it increased the same thing. Oh, skill line gain, blacksmithing. Okay. Mace etiquette. Mace etiquette. Etiquette. Oh my goodness. I know my reading and pronunciation throughout this playthrough has been something, well, I'll just say something.
I can't decide what I want to read next. Should I go with something scholarly, such as Glenumbra's People? Or am I in the mood for something a little lighter? Perhaps Lady Veronica's best friend. Decisions, decisions.
Yep. Such a hard life to decide what to read when that's all you have to do. There's a war taking place. Exodus from Somerset. All right. Daniel Tolano?
You must be here to learn the craft, yes? Your alliance covers my considerable fees, allowing me to impart my knowledge at no cost to you. If you prove yourself, I'll certify you as competent to fulfill crafting writs.
Crafting writs? What are they?
Crafting writs are daily requests for crafted goods. You must be a certified crafter to fulfill them. Prove you know what you're doing, and I'll certify you.
All right, tell me what you can certify.
I'm authorized to train and certify provisioners, alchemists, and enchanters. If this interests you, we should begin immediately.
Who else can certify me?
I suppose I should mention Milleneth. She certifies blacksmiths, clothiers, and woodworkers, if you're into that sort of thing. But that's uncharitable of me. She's a true master of the material crafts.
Tell me more about the crafts you certify.
Certainly. Please specify.
What do provisioners make?
Food and drink. Anything that warms the belly, reinvigorating body and mind. If you choose to learn this art, I will impart the culinary knowledge I acquired over the course of decades.
What does an alchemist make?
Potions of all kinds. The subtle art of mixing reagents can produce rather unsubtle effects.
What can enchanters make?
Glyphs to empower weapons, armor, and jewelry with magical properties. I can teach you how to wreath your axe with flames, or give cloth robes the strength of iron.
Okay. So, since this is red, I'm assuming this is an impactful decision we're about to make. So if we choose to learn certification for this, can we not learn certification for the other stuff? Which I don't think is right, because I'm pretty sure you can learn everything. So maybe we can only learn certain things at a time. So if I do this certification first, I can't go to the other woman who he was talking about and talk to her about it and get certified at the same time. Like I said, I'm not sure. But for the point of experimentation, let's just do it. All right, I'm ready for certification.
Good. We should begin while things are busy for neither of us. There is much more I can teach you. What else do you hope to learn from me?
Let's provisioning, enchanting, or alchemy first. Let's try provisioning. That's probably most useful to us right now. What can you tell me about provisioning?
A provisioner condenses the essence of ingredients into food or drink. A true artist balances palate with nutrition. I can share this noble profession, but I can only certify one craft at a time. Understood?
Yep. I want to be certified as a provisioner.
Provisioning is a rewarding yet grueling profession. Gruel, you see. I am capable of levity, on occasion. First, you'll need a recipe and some ingredients. Then you shall roast a pig.
You'll certify me if I roast a pig?
Yes, I hope you don't think it beneath you. As bards learn lyrics before singing them, provisioners must work from recipes. A recipe specifies volume, proportion, and preparation time. Understanding these principles is key.
Very well. Where should I find a recipe?
I keep an old rival's recipe nearby. Go, find and memorize it. Return to me when you have done so.
Where else can I find recipes?
Provisioners are quite secretive, but all is fair in brews and stews. Some provisioners hide recipes in old drawers or shelves, thinking themselves clever. Better to memorize the recipe. Then others cannot possibly learn your secrets.
Is there anywhere else I can purchase recipes?
Should coin be of no issue to you, guilds often sell such items in their guild stores. You may also trade with an ally if they have any excess.
All right. He was fun. And I think it's funny we have to roast a pig when we're doing a quest that started with Glutton, the pig. That's pretty funny.
Honestly, why fight a foe up close when you can roast them from afar? Some people call it cowardice. Me? I call it good sense.
A little column A, a little column B. So, provisioning, certification. If I can prove I know my way around a cooking fire, Danel Talano will certify me as a provisioner. He wants me to find and memorize a recipe for roast pig. If I don't find it, I should search drawers and shelves. Alternatively, I could ask a friend to help or purchase it from a guild store. And there's the recipe. Let's learn it. Perfect. Let's talk to him again.
Roast pig is an easy recipe to learn, but difficult to master.
I learned the recipe. What's next?
Provisioners are only as good as their ingredients. The fewer the better. Simplicity of pairing is key. Now, go find ingredients for roast pig. If my stocks are empty, you should find what you need in town.
Where else can I find ingredients?
Barrels, sacks of grain, kitchens, of course. It's food, it's simply around. Find what you need and take it.
I know. Just making conversation. He told us we could search around here, but it says we'll steal. Perfect.
Ah, yes, that's just in line with the third law of arcanodynamics. Excellent.
Dear Sir, a kind gentleman delivered a copy of your fine pamphlet entitled A Visit to High Kinlord's Court. In this magnificent volume, you demonstrated your masterful vocabulary whilst describing the various foibles of my liege's court. I was particularly fond of your kind praise of my gesturely performances, especially the act you described as abominably distasteful and prurient nonsense. I applaud your honesty and forthrightness. Like any great artist, I can appreciate the constructive criticism. I would like to invite you to my lodgings. Upon your arrival, I will throw you down a flight of stairs repeatedly. My goal is to break your neck and to see the last flicker of life extinguished from your vast, empty eyes. Yours respectfully, Valaral. Okay. The legendary Sanctor, we've already gotten this 3 times now. Jornabit's Last Dance, which I have a very interesting history with. If you've watched any of these. Exiled from Exiled. Clothier Light Armor Basics. Alright, Velast, let's talk to her.
Well met, Adept. I believe I may have a task for you.
What can I do for you?
New members are the lifeblood of the Mages Guild, especially for retrieval missions. I've received word about a possible store of ancient knowledge in a ruin nearby. I'd like you to retrieve it for me.
Where is it?
Along the coast to the north lies the Ayleid ruin known as Silum. If you please, investigate the ruin and bring back any interesting books you can find.
I'll return as soon as I can.
The ruins of Silum are a dark and dangerous place. Tread carefully, Adept.
What is your role in the Mages Guild?
I am the master of Incunabula, the keeper of tomes. I've come here to inspect the local Arcaneum, the guild's library. I've dedicated my life to expanding our guild's knowledge. Standards must be kept.
How did you learn about these books?
We have ears everywhere, Adept. An intelligence report fell into my hands that mentioned these tomes.
I thought the guild was neutral in the war.
We are neutral in the war for Cyrodiil, and proud of it. That doesn't mean we don't take an interest when the Ring of Daggers notices something.
Ring of Daggers?
The intelligence arm of the Daggerfall Covenant. They enforce economic and political issues for King Emmerich. My understanding is that the leader, a woman named Copper, got the position when she called in some kind of marker from His Majesty.
What's in these books?
I don't know. It's always a delicious mystery cracking open a book for the first time. They could be anything from ancient recipes for stew to high arcana, even racy journals penned by elven poets.
Ooh. Alright. We learned about Silum in The Rosy Lion. So that's cool that we could discover that before coming here.
Finally! I was beginning to think you'd never show up here.
Okay, well now you're gonna wait even longer. Morga?
Have you ever noticed you just can't find a specific book when you really need it? Guess I'll just have to keep looking.
Keep looking. The buying game. Oh my god, this book again. Ghost of Glenumbra. We've already gotten that. We've already gotten this. Mysticism, the Unfathomable Voyage. Volga's Guide to Island Beasts. Alright, we're getting some new ones. A Hypothetical Treachery Part 1. That's a very long play, and I believe we've already gotten that as well. Okay, let's talk to this guy.
Glad to see that my calculations and speculations proved correct. I assumed you'd eventually show up here, and as usual, the Great Mage was right. Now, come closer. We have much to discuss, you and I.
What do you want to talk to me about?
I recently received a message that was apparently meant for you, from an oracle. It came to me in a most unsettling manner. Anyway, I determined the chances of meeting you here, and there you are. Saves me the trouble of crafting a message stone.
Tell me about this message.
Well, I was about to portal to Alinor for a proper meal, but since you're here now, we might as well discuss that message. It came from Mariv, an oracle of the weird. I usually avoid soothsayers, but Mariv possesses a genuine talent.
And this oracle mentioned me by name?
Down to the last syllable. Her predictions are open to interpretation, but her words made me uneasy. A web of trouble. The island that went away. 3 dark princes, and your name. After that, she stopped responding to my projections.
What does all of that mean?
It means you need to find the oracle and make sure she's all right. I enchanted a small boat to take you to an isolated part of Glenumbra, near her last known location. And take this medallion of summoning. Use it to call upon me if the need arises.
I'll go check on the oracle.
As it so happens, the Great Mage knows a great deal about a great many things. What else can I tell you before you go?
Why did the oracle's message make you uneasy?
Uneasy? I don't believe that's the word I used. Nevertheless, her prophetic verses tend to be loquacious and hauntingly beautiful. This one was terse. It mentioned trouble of some sort, a vanishing island and dark princes, probably Daedra.
Probably. So what do those things mean?
Well, trouble could mean almost anything, though nothing good. The island could refer to Artaeum, the home of the Psijic Order. It disappeared more than 300 years ago. And I have heard rumors about some sort of Daedric alliance.
Why did she specifically mention me?
You'll have to take that up with the Oracle. I suppose you figured into her vision, or whatever it is that spawns her prognostications. If this message came from anyone else, I'd say it was some sort of ruse. Mariv, however, is the genuine article.
Tell me more about the oracle.
Oracle Mariv belongs to the Weird, a sisterhood of witches that revere the natural world. Mariv started receiving visions at a young age. Over the years, she has provided the Mages Guild and the Psijic Order with warnings we could act upon.
What kind of warnings?
The usual sorts of dire predictions. Most recently, Mariv foresaw the deaths of Kings Fulbert and Tamlian. She has an unusual knack, an ability to see into other realms as well as into possible futures. Makes her useful to the Psijic Order.
If you think the oracle's in danger, why didn't you bring her here?
Believe me, I tried. Mariv has always been a loner, even more so than her fellow Wirises. She said she had more to do and that you would come to save her. So get to it! Go save the Oracle! Then get her to tell you more about her vision.
Jeez, relax. What does an enchanted boat do exactly?
Surely you can puzzle that one out on your own. It will take you exactly where I told it to go. But the magic isn't permanent. Best get a move on. You don't want to be on that tiny boat in the middle of the ocean when the spell wears off.
All right, give me the enchanted boat and I'll be off.
Give you the... What? Do you think I have a boat in my pocket? That it folds up and fits in your backpack? Ridiculous! It's nearby on the docks. I'll mark the location on your map.
Yeah, why would I ask for a boat? And what do I do with the medallion of summoning again?
I did get the name the Oracle provided me with right, didn't I? I've magicked the medallion so that you can use it to call me to your location, provided the need is great and I'm not otherwise occupied. Be sure to save it for a special occasion.
All right, thanks, Vanis. He was kind of rude in the beginning, but he won me over at the end with that boat. All right. So that is another prologue quest that we will not be doing for quite a while. And this is what Velas gave us in Silum. A high-ranking member of the Mages Guild, Velas wants me to perform tasks for her. I must find a ruin nearby, which Velas says may hold a store of ancient knowledge. Alright. But we were doing Swine Thief. This is why we came to the Mages Guild in the first place. So where is Zangesh or Zagash not in here? I guess not. Oh, they're outside the Mages Guild. Okay.
Move along, citizen. Move along. Ah, someone new to talk to. Are you here for something specific or just to say hello?
Wigton said you might know something about a strange, thorny vine.
A strange vine? Unusually thick and covered in thorns? In the city? Son of a troll! I've seen such vines to the north. They're connected to the Bloodthorn cult. A clear indication that the cult is corrupting the land.
Interesting.
Be wary of those vines. Wherever they appear, the Bloodthorn cult isn't far behind.
I have some questions about these vines.
Well, don't dawdle. Ask your questions. I don't have all day.
Tell me more about the Bloodthorn cult.
They're death mages led by the cursed Reachman Angoff, the Gravesinger. I heard they were causing trouble north of Glenumbra. They must be getting bolder if they're operating in Daggerfall.
Who's Angoff the Gravesinger?
Angoff's a Reachman, one of those magic-cursed savages from the border of Bang-Korai. But he's more than that. He's a necromancer. They call him Gravesinger because he made a deal with the Daedric prince, Molag Bal.
Tell me more about the vines.
Angoff and the Bloodthorn cult used them for some foul purpose. If you see the vines, that usually means the cult is active in the area. The vines spread an evil poison through the soil. It's a hateful substance that kills everything it touches.
Alright, I've dealt with this cult before. I'll do it again. Okay. So we've done that. Now, let's talk to these merchants and get a start on this mysterious death that Giblets led us to. So there is Melenith, who is the other crafter that the...
Hear ye, hear ye. Travel through the woods of Daenia is highly discouraged at the present time. An unknown corruption has agitated the usually peaceful spirits of the Vale.
Okay. So it looks like the crier might be talking about those vines. As I was saying, the crafter in the Mages Guild was telling us about her. She's the other one we can learn from. But since we are learning under him right now, we can't talk to her now. Because I think she had a quest marker above her head when we passed her last time. Okay, so let's find these merchants. Daria Fenfan.
A tidy shop is a profitable shop, my mother always told me. If you got anything to trade, I'll give you a fair price.
All right.
Too much to do, too little time.
Besk Justel?
The mill had some room, so they allowed us to set up our alchemy stations in here. Now I have to make sure we haven't forgotten anything.
So this looks like a crafting area. Alchemy for my apprentice. I may have already looked at that book.
I could use a break. Seeking potions and elixirs? Fortune favors you. I've just finished bottling a new batch. Have a look.
Nope.
Even with the alchemists camped here in the mill, I can still get plenty done. Speaking of, need anything?
Nope. We've already went over that stuff. Woodworking for simpletons. Yeah, I've already read this book. Okay.
I just need a coin or two.
Let's head this way. Well, actually, why am I heading this way? I don't think... I should have went... Oh, boy. Yeah, I didn't want to go that way. I wanted to go into this way, into the city. I'm sorry. This is where the merchants are. I think. So... Here's the tailor.
My relief was supposed to be here hours ago. I'm supposed to be enjoying a nice hot bath right about now. Do you need a suit of light armor? It's cool and it doesn't chafe.
No. Okay, I guess this isn't the tailor then? No, the ones you want to talk to have the marker over their head, stupid. Oh man, Christopher Lamont.
Welcome, friend. You can't get better fruits or vegetables anywhere in Daggerfall. I guarantee it.
I found this list. Do you have 3 blood oranges?
Look, I don't want any trouble. That's a phrase used by the King's intelligence network. It means someone's going to get killed. I don't want to know anything more. Just leave me out of this.
I have a few other phrases to ask about.
I said leave me alone. Take your questions and go. I'm not involved in this. This sounds like something that Roy would want to know about.
Who's Roy?
Damn persistent, aren't you? Roy's a friend. I trust him. People I don't know, I don't trust. And I don't know you.
Okay, so tell me more about what you do.
I sell the best fruits and vegetables in Daggerfall. Lots of people come by, I talk, and I listen. Then I talk to my friends, like Roy. As for other people, maybe they should decide what they're going to do, now that they know so much.
Okay, maybe I will. Here's Diane. She's the florist, I'm guessing, by the flowers.
Flowers for sale. A posy to gain a sweetheart's favor, perhaps?
Not today. I found a body in the water near the mill wheel. He carried this list.
Oh, that's a pity. Well, now this is a mess.
What do you mean?
I'm taking a chance here. Sometimes I hear strange things, like what's on that note. Black roses with thorns. I've heard whispers of dark nature magic. That's just the kind of thing Roy, your dead man, would be interested in.
How did Roy become involved in all this?
With the note? I don't know. That's just what Roy did. He would find out things. Daggerfall has many eyes and ears. After all, information is cheaper than war.
I mean, technically, yeah. Now we need to find the tailor.
Something I can do for you.
Oh, hey, Christopher. Or Christoph. Roy's, no longer with us. Even though you were rude to me, I thought I should let you know. Okay, so where is this tailor? This is another one of
Hear ye.
me being
All
dense.
residents of Daggerfall, stay indoors tonight for your own safety. The Watch is looking into a series of murders and they don't want you.
Well, we haven't gone this way. Nothing in here. This is back where we were jumped.
Things have never
And Windvale's winsome loom. Oh my god. And here's the tailor. But it says clothier. Alright. I'm gonna call foul on that one.
Interested in a set of new clothes? Something in silk, perhaps? No one ever leaves my shop empty-handed.
I'm looking for a cloak with a crescent emblem.
I'm afraid those aren't for sale. The crescent moon is the heraldry of the Casimir family, the rulers of Daggerfall.
Why would a dead man write that on a note?
Dead? Rugged fellow had a dog? That's Roy. Well, that was Roy. I'm sorry he's dead, but I'm not surprised. If you figure out what Roy knew and who killed him, I'm sure someone will reward you. It's also a good way to get yourself killed.
I've discovered the meaning of all the items on the list. Where should I report this? Or... were you and Roy good friends? Tell me more about Roy. Which one should I ask first? Tell me more about Roy.
Roy was a good man, loyal to Daggerfall. People trusted him. Even that old dog loved him.
Were you and Roy good friends?
I guess. I liked Roy. He watched out for the merchants around here, and in exchange, we helped Roy. I listened and let Roy know what people were saying. If we ever told him something important, Roy made sure the right people were informed.
I discovered the meaning of all the items on the list. Where should I report this?
If a crime has been committed, talk to Captain Arison. It's his job to keep the city safe, so he's as good a choice as any. He's usually by the great stairs behind the Mages Guild. He likes to keep an eye on the approach to the castle.
All right, thank you. All right. So, we know that the dead man was Roy, who brokered information. Let me just go around here since we haven't been around this part of the city. We have a little grave area.
Nobody cares about us poor beggars.
No, I do. I'll get to you, though. This is the cathedral. Don't want to go in there just yet. Alright, there's the the Mages Guild. So the captain should be behind there.
For King Casimir! For Daggerfall!
Okay, relax, guy. It looks like we're getting closer to the mystery now that the
What's this?
more cult members are coming after us. Captain.
Welcome to Daggerfall. Move along.
I have information from Roy.
Roy? Where is he? Why did he send a stranger in his place?
Roy's dead. I found this note on his body.
Dead? Mara's hands. Let me look at that note. It's our code, all right. Someone who uses dark nature magic is planning to assassinate King Casimir. But who's behind this? I need to know more.
I can get more information.
Just don't try to play me for a fool. But with Roy dead, I don't seem to have much of a choice. Talk to Glenumbra at the Rosy Lion Inn. If Roy was onto something, she'll know what to do. Betray us and, well, she'll still know what to do.
I'll talk to Grenna.
In the name of the king.
We talked to her last episode and she told us to leave her alone.
Fool! Your interference will not be tolerated.
Another assassin in the same spot, really? Alright. That was dealt with. So let's head home to the Rosy Lion. Whoa.
Why carry on?
Oh, here's some pork. Alright, well, we got that white meat. Oh, Danelle Tolano's in here. Tolano.
Once you return with the ingredients, we'll determine whether you know how to combine them.
I'm ready to try. I have them right here.
I've always believed the hunt for ingredients is its own reward.
What's my next step?
Now, the moment of truth. Go to a cooking pot with your ingredients and follow the recipe. Return to me with the results, so your worth as a cook may be judged.
What's the difference between cooking and brewing, really?
Ingredients? One is solid, the other liquid. Truly, I don't understand the question.
Yeah, I don't know why I would ask that. How can provisioning benefit me?
Quality food and drink boosts your energy, and a full belly lasts for quite some time. A provisioner's fare is much healthier than any old slop you find around. Why eat a bandit's grilled capon when you can make your own?
Absolutely. I should go to a cooking fire and cook a roast pig. In order to do so, I should combine drippings and pork. Can I cook here? Yes, I can. Select cook or brew, then choose the item or items you wish to prepare. Press F to craft them. You can only craft food or drink if you learn the associated recipe and you have the proper ingredients. Simple enough.
Bring me your culinary creation so I might inspect it. I'll determine whether or not you deserve certification.
It's right here. Eat up.
Interesting scent. Do I detect a hint of Wamasu? No, that can't be right. Not how I do it, of course, but interesting enough to pass certification. You may now fulfill provisioning writs. Keep your pots warm and your ladle clean.
All right. We're now on our way to being a provisioner.
Your command of the crafts is impressive, but not yet in totality. I am still capable of instructing you.
What next? I'm interested in enchanting.
Enchanters harness the possibility of runes.
Yep, I want to be a
transforming
certified
them into
enchanter.
a certain potency, essence, and aspect. All beneath the stars bear these component concepts. When combined, they form glyphs, which add enchantments to items. First, you'll find these component runes. Then I will have you create a glyph.
I need to create a glyph to be certified?
Absolutely, for such is the essence of enchanting. Runes of potency, essence, and aspect are the fundamental components of glyphs. Collect one of each variety before you return.
Where can I find potency, essency, and aspect ruins?
I know of a cache outside this town. It is a rare exception for runes to be clustered so close together, so thank whatever gods you worship. Should the runes be absent, you must search further afield.
Where else can I find ruins?
There are many places one can find runes, but the ancient ruins of Tamriel are where I look first. Outside, primarily. They tend to gutter out if kept away from starlight.
I'll return with the runes. We've already seen where we can find runes in the game. Alright, so we finished provisioning certification. And we're now, before we do the other one, enchanting, we're going to talk to Glenumbra about Roy. But before we do that, I'm going to pause right here. If you stuck with me, thanks. I appreciate it. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. I think I've gotten some of the NPC dialogue to be much better from that background noise. And if you enjoying what you're adventuring with me, if you enjoy adventuring with me, I hope you come back and have a good one. See ya.